G'day guys, Audi 555 here. Today I'm doing a quick review on my gloves, so stay tuned. So my gloves are DriRider Air-Ride. They're short gauntlet style, although it's a pretty big gauntlet, and are a combination of textile and leather. So these gloves retail in Australia for $60. They are primarily a warmer climate sort of glove, so it works well in Australia. Although you could probably wear them during the colder months if you wanted to, but it might get a little bit chilly. So I chose these Air-Ride gloves because they're nice and comfortable, they fit my hand well, and having the combination of the leather mixed with the textile fabric makes them very comfortable to ride in. For me, it's a combination of protection, function and style, and these gloves tick all those boxes. I got these actually online, and before I bought them I just sized them up my hand first. So to do that, you get a measuring tape, lay it down, place your hand on it, and then work out the width of your hand at the widest point. Measure both hands, so that way if you've got one hand that's slightly bigger than the other, then you can cater for the larger size glove. And the way you measure gloves is the same for women and men. So this is a short style gauntlet. You can get gauntlets that go even further up the arm, but they wouldn't go much further than this. So this is actually, in my mind, perfect, because when you're wearing your sleeves in the jacket, they come to about here, which gives you a little bit of overlap, which you want. Now, the leather itself, I find it's quite good quality. It's nice and soft, and it's also got this cool texture pattern in here, which when you grab your throttle and your handlebars, it gives you that bit of grip. So that's quite nice that they've got that in there. They're nice and soft, like you can easily bend your hands. It's after a while when you're riding on the bike, you don't feel like you're wearing gloves because they fit nice. And I like how it covers all the way down to the fingertip and over the back here where the fingernail is. So that way, with the leather, you get a little bit of extra protection. So over here, you've got carbon fiber knuckles. They're pretty strong. Obviously, plastic with carbon fiber underneath. And you've also got them here in the finger joints as well, and also in the wrist. It's a nice solid feel having all of this extra rigid plastic in here, and it gives you a bit of peace of mind that if you hit the ground and scrape along, it's going to give you a bit of extra protection that you wouldn't normally get. So it's quite nice, and it fits your knuckles perfect when you make a fist. They'll fit in there quite snug. So the mesh itself is what they call the airflow system, so it will let air flow in. Now, because it's actually got a liner inside it as well as the outside, it's not just straight through. So when you're riding, your fingers don't get that cold. And I've ridden it was about probably 20 degrees Celsius, and my hands didn't get cold at all when I was riding. So I would imagine these would probably be good to about 15 degrees Celsius before you probably want to get something a bit thicker. But because it does have this air mesh in there, it does allow the air to flow through when you've got a bit of speed up, so you don't really get sweaty hands. You know, you do build up a little bit of sweat in your hands, but they're not uncomfortable after an hour on the bike. You know, they're quite fine. I like the Velcro fastener at the bottom here. It's quite easy to take on and off when you've got gloves on, and it holds pretty firm. Like, it took a bit to rip that glove off, so that's quite nice. Inside the glove, it looks like nylon, but it's actually what they call high tenor, which is it's similar to nylon, but it's got a more of a it's got a highly twined yarn inside, so it's like really thick and strong too. So it's more durable. So I think that's a good option to have inside a glove, and it makes a glove lighter than, say, a glove that has nylon inside it. It does have a fastening clip at the bottom, so when you're not wearing your gloves you can keep them together so you don't lose them. Overall, I think these gloves are pretty good. I've seen a few people wearing them and I've asked them how they felt, and no one's really said anything bad about them. The finishing is pretty good. They're not fraying or anything. There's a couple of strands here or there, but these gloves are about 8 months old, and they've been through a lot. I've touched hot exhaust with them and melted a little bit of one of the fingertips, but so far no holes or anything in them. Stitching's holding up fine, and the Velcro is working fine. It's not getting things caught in there or anything like that. So if you're thinking of getting some gloves and you're looking around the $60 mark, and you live in a warmer climate or somewhere that doesn't get colder than 15 degrees, I would highly recommend these DriRider gloves. They're pretty good and I love them. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next Tuesday, keep safe out there on the roads, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters!